I'm Lindsay Gariani.
I'm Brandon Gariani. I'm 5'11".
Hi, I'm Becca.
I'm Kalen Boyd.
It's a theatrical experience that's going to melt your brain.
Preston Heels.
A Preston Heels? A Preston Heels is a
3-part series.
3-part exploration.
where we take these old forgotten stories and we slingshot them into our present day lives.
We're going to be exploring women's voice in theater.
Old stories from a modern woman's perspective.
Reimagining tales about women and the role of a women's voice, but in a modern context. Plays and pieces of art that have been around for, some of them, literally thousands of years.
Looking at the woman's voice in 3 very different worlds. You have Taming of the Shrew, which is this domestic relationship.
Taming of the Shrew.
An all-female production of
Taming the Shrew
is a tale-told production in La Plaza Cultural Center in Alphabet City.
It's like a battle royale of the sexes.
And we decided, maybe we could get a whole season together.
Trojan Women, a lullaby for the unfortunate.
We started talking about Trojan women.
Trojan women.
After this terrible war and surviving through that.
You hear so much about men in war and PTSD, but what about the women that are being directly affected by it and how they're able to rebuild after that?
And we're ending the season with women in religion.
And Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc.
Religion is still such a taboo with women. They are original sin.
Joan of Arc is this very young, passionate woman.
This woman was not afraid to be who she was and believe in what she believed in, and she was this girl that was transformed into a messiah.
We put those 3 plays together and they have all of these overlapping themes.
It's a voice that you don't see from these old stories very often.
And on top of it, it's just the coolest group of artists together. It's all people who are really interested in doing
Truthful and honest choices.
visceral and ferocious theater playing.
They're awesome.
It's really interesting and challenging, and
Creating things that are new and different.
you get to experience a lot of voices, a lot of different opinions.
We have an opinion about every project we want to work on. We have a take, and it's going to be something you haven't seen before.
But we think it's necessary to put it on stage to challenge and ask the question.
You get not only an interesting conversation going, but you're going to be participating in the actual storytelling of it as an audience member.
It's a real goal, a positive goal, an artistic goal with weight.
Trying to think, what brings them all together.
And we realized we needed a name.
What's a great name for, the pain that women inflict on ourselves and the world inflicts on us?
I think the quote, no, it did. The quote came from,
They said Ginger Rogers did everything Fred Astaire did, but backwards in heels.
And we thought, oh, that's really great. How can we bring this heels idea into this project? And so
That's what the name kind of means to me. I think everybody kind of develops a new thing about it.
stuck with us, so came up with Preston Heels.
And why? What a question.
I care about it because
There's a reason that they've stuck around for as long as they have.
What is it about them that is still so vital?
The ideas that are talked about in these plays.
They're relevant, they're important.
It's exciting to get to examine not only how these stories function, but how they inform us.
these are old stories that, gave these voiceless women a platform to really say how they felt about all these different areas: domestic life, war, politics, religion.
On top of that, some of these stories aren't vital for everyone, and it's a chance to recontextualize them, to show people what matters about them.
And putting them in a modern context,
Figure out how we can relate to it in a modern setting.
it illuminates things about today.
There's just so much that they have left to give to our community.
And that's why. Because it's going to be kick-ass.
A New York City apartment is notoriously small. Why would you need to stay in it at all?
You don't really have an excuse to not see them because so many of them are going to be free.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be an experience. It's going to be something that you can't sit back and sort of distance yourself from.
We're interested in creating an opportunity for people to see art that engages them.
You'll get to see that in these shows.
You go to the theater to have a live experience.
It will be good for us to see. It will be good and cathartic.
The conversation that's going to erupt out of this about putting those 3 plays together.
To further your own understanding of women in the past and how what we were in the past is relevant to us in the future.
It's here's the thing we made, and isn't that interesting? And how do you feel about that, and why?
You're not going to get that on your Netflix account. You're only going to get that in a live theater.
You're gonna laugh. You might cry. I don't know where we're going.
So come and play with us.
Deuces.
Aside from coming,
I mean, everything takes money.
The only way that we can make the rest of these projects happen is if we have your help.
support us. Donations, even small ones, matter a ton.
If you so feel like donating, you should.
We have a Fractured Atlas page.
And there's a button somewhere on this page that you should click and help us get to our goal.
I don't love to ask people for money.
It is going towards production and stuff, renting spaces, it's costumes, props, etc.
Help us give something back to our community.